Previously on Dean's Dustbin.
And that's exactly what we got. So now we know what we're doing. Basically what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut out another foot for the side with the pennies and glue that sucker up there. Easy enough fix. So let's get that going, and then I got to repair those skulls because we lost some bullets and we lost a chunk out of the other one. Again, fixing things. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Let's get this shit done.
And now, the continuation.
Alright, so two things happened from the pounding. Not surprised, but I was really hoping it wouldn't. So, problem number one, we got this. There you go, little junk came out. Got some good old Oxide gel control super glue. Love this stuff. So, it fits in perfect. So all we're going to do is we are going to super glue this sucker back up. So that will solve this problem. And we got problem number two, bullets. Guess what we're using? Same stuff. So, I can't even tell. Oh, there we go, now we're on. So we're just going to paint the sucker up. Get in there, line up what I painted, and hold her in place. Now, there's a part of me wants to sit back and be like, they don't got to know what happened. But there's another big part of me that says, yeah, well, this is going to be on YouTube. So, hey Kade, hey Opal, yeah, fucked up your table. In the future, if you guys need to fix something like this, now you know what I used. So, buy it at any local store. Okay, now that everything's attached, now it's time to apply the top. And all I got here is some Gorilla wood glue. And we are going to be generous as hell. We are going to lube this top up. Don't necessarily have to be thick, but what I'm going to do is kind of get it on there. I'm going to take a scrap piece of wood here. I'm just going to kind of paint it out. And then, now we got that done, we apply. And then you need to clamp it down. So I have literally every clamp I own. Alright, and there you have it. It's kind of like BDSM for woodworking. Mom, if you're watching this, don't look that up. Please, don't look that up. Anyway, at this point, 30 minutes is what it says we gotta wait before we can do anything, so start the timer. It's me, Mr. Blowtorch. I'm here to fix things. Yeah, kind of like a puppet show now. So, now we gotta hide the fact that, yeah, I'm an idiot. Just so you know, I'm an idiot. So now I need to hide the fact that we got two pieces of border glue together, right? So, first thing I'm going to do is use Mr. Blowtorch, who made his little triumphant entrance. And we're just going to kind of sear this off, because we're sticking with the wood burning theme a little bit. And hopefully, upon hope, it's going to blend this entire edge together so that you don't see what we're truly hiding. This is kind of like being, you know, a magician. We're hiding things in plain sight. Like there's some, looks like manufacturers' marks here that are black. Guess what? Burn heavy around them. No one got to know that those were there. Now, once we get that done, I need to tell you a little something about Kade and Opal's ceremony. Ow, that hurt. Kade and Opal ceremony. We did actually a hand binding ceremony. This is where we get the old term to tie the knot. So to continue doing this and hide it, I got kind of a dark brown rope here, and we are going to tie the knot at the corners. To do this, I got E6000, probably one of the best general purpose glues I know out there. And what I'm going to do is we are going to just kind of draw a bead down the line. Kind of stop there for a second. I already got my rope kind of pre-cut, so I have enough room to be able to tie a knot at the end, and we're just going to kind of keep working down the line, so to speak, and glue this son of a bitch up. I'm just going to kind of roll the rope in to the glue. Doesn't have to be perfect, but our goal is, again, we're trying to hide that that fact that it is what it is. So this is how we're going to do it. And like I said, we did a hand binding ceremony where we literally tied their hands in knots. Really nice. It was very unique. So their wedding gift, which is a coffee table, will have a hand binding, so to speak, as well. And now we just wait for the stuff to set up. Alright, so here we are several days later. I got all the ropes glued around the table. Everything's dried, everything's cured. Final step for the ropes, we got to tie a knot. Now, I've been overthinking this for several days. I've watched several YouTube videos on knots to tie and things like that, and I just can't really decide what's the proper way to do it. So let's just tie the knot that I figure is the best way to do it. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got two ends of the rope. First we're going to go left side over right. We're kind of basically doing a square knot, but I don't know how well it's going to look this way. So left side over right, come back, do it again, center down, and there's our knot for the table. Now what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to kind of touch in here and here on all four of the corners, add a little bit of glue, make sure this thing is stationary. Then I will cut off the ends, sear them off kind of like the ends are seared off here, and that will be our finished knot work. So rinse, wash, and repeat 3 more times. Alright, the table is done. Can't wait to give it to him. Now, one last thing. My grandfather had this branding iron here, and whenever he built something, he would brand in that he did it. So I started thinking about that, and I want to brand too. Now, if you're eagle-eyed, you may have noticed in the background for most of these videos, there's been this shot glass, and inside is sawdust. This is actually sawdust that was created during the making of this coffee table. And since it is Dean's dustbin, what I want to do as my trademark and my marking of my things I build is everyone that gets something from me will get a vial of sawdust, as well as a little gift card. Here we go. Created by Dean's Dustbin. And on the back, it'll say what it was that was created. Yeah, so sawdust from their build is inside here. Now we just gotta get Kade and Opal. Let's see how this goes.
Well, my hangover's starting to go away now.
That's fantastic. Hangover free is good. Okay, so just like my sex life, we'll make this fast. So here we are. Kade and Opal, you guys have heard about them so far. Yeah, we're doing a little reveal here. Specifically, this is now your secondary wedding gift. Now, do you remember me asking you in the changing room about whether or not you like Ouija boards on your wedding day?
Yes.
You have any idea what that meant to me?
No.
Fantastic. Let's pull the veil. We will see what we got.
You grab a setup.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do it together. What the fuck?
What? This is dope.
That's
so
badass.
cool.
What the fuck?
So, I spent roughly 40 hours building you a secondary wedding gift.
This is tight.
This is 100% hand-built, handmade, everything is done. I burned that all in by hand.
Holy fuck.
Now, we're going to cover a few things real quick. Tradition for the dustbin. Everything comes with sawdust. That is dust that was made while creating your coffee table. So you have a created by tag as well as something that is from your actual table. Now, I want to get you into a few tricks of this little build here for you. You guys did the hand fasting. We tied your knots in hand, or your hands in knots. Notice we have knots tied around the board. So we've represented your wedding vows now. Now, when we get down to the skulls, we have some more things hidden for you. If we come around, okay, to the front side there, you got that little colorful one, right? You guys like the comic Sandman. Hopefully that means something to you.
It's death.
I'm glad you like that, because I had no clue. So you got Death holding a skull. If you look, you have Death's skull as one of your feet. So there is number one thing hidden. So you got your love of comic books. You got your wedding vows. If you come around to the front, we'll see the skull over here on the left-hand side. And it's got pennies in the eyes of the dead, right?
Dope.
Now, here's the catch. You put pennies in the eye of the dead so you can usher your loved ones onto the afterlife. If you guys want to get down there and look...
Pay your toll.
You want to get down there and look close enough. I asked you what year you were born and what year she was born. Guess what? Those are your birth years on those pennies.
What?
I believe you're on the right, Kade. Opal's on the left. But those are actual pennies from your birth years. We move on over to the punk rock skull. If you go on the left-hand side of the punk rock skull, you're going to see a barcode on it. Or sorry, right-hand, sorry, over here. There's a barcode down there. Here's the barcode. Keep it for yourselves. That barcode reads your wedding date.
What?
And that is your barcode with your wedding date on the other side of that punk rock skull. So we have combined yourselves, your wedding date, your vows, your love of comics. And this is what I was alluding to. This came to me while getting changed on your wedding day.
Holy shit.
So, I hope it's something you guys like. I hope it's something that hopefully your D&D night will be envious of you for this.
That's
Oh,
incredible.
for sure.
But this was the plan all along, to start my new YouTube channel called Dean's Dustbin. And over the course of the next month, you can watch every episode of this being built from beginning to end. And you will see every step of the way of how this thing was done.
Hells yeah.
So, there we go, everybody. Our first clients, and hopefully a happy couple.
Dude, thank you so much.
Nope.
Dude,
This is beyond incredible.
awesome.
Great. All right. This is me signing off for Dean's Dustbin. Later.
Well, there we have it. We finally made it to the end of this build, and I think we have 2 happy customers there. Couldn't be happier for me that my first series of videos gets to be dedicated to a couple that I married and that I truly do cherish as friends. So this is me signing out for Dean's Dustbin. If you're feeling frisky, Hit like, share, subscribe, tell people about this. And if you want to check me out weekly, you can see me over on my other channel called Redneck Cooking with Billy Ray. Hope to see you on the next build. Later.